Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video I will break down for you how to earn money with Getty Images. So without further ado, let us get started. Alright, so as you can see, we're on the homepage of Getty Images, probably one of the most popular places online where you can download royalty-free creative content like images, videos, and even music for your projects, for both personal as well as commercial. According to this source I found online, Getty Images is an American-British visual media company and a supplier of stock images, editorial photography, video, and music for business and consumers with a library of over 477 million assets. I'll let that number sink in for a moment, guys. 477 million assets, including stock photos and images, stock footage, and music. And this is how Getty Images works in practice. You search for some stock photos and images to use for your creative projects, or you simply browse through their database, pick the ones you would like to use, like this photo of a cute ginger tabby cat lying on floor cuddling a rabbit toy, select your image resolution here to the right, and purchase a license. Purchasing usage licenses comes with a series of benefits. All royalty-free licenses include global use rights, comprehensive protection, and simple pricing with volume discounts. As a license owner, you're expressly allowed to use licensed content you downloaded from Getty Images perpetually, meaning there is no expiration or end date on your rights to use the content worldwide, which is self-explanatory, for an unlimited number of times, in any and all media, which includes print, digital, or any other medium or format, and non-exclusively, which as well is pretty self-explanatory. So acquiring a usage license from Getty Images might turn out to be pretty beneficial, at least for those who have the necessary funds. For obvious reasons, they don't grant these licenses for free. Customers can choose between small, medium, and large images and acquire a usage license for sums like 150 euros, 335 euros, or 475 euros, which is, to be honest, quite a lot. And that's where you come in, guys, because I assume you're watching this tutorial not to learn how to spend hundreds of dollars on user licenses, but to learn how to actually turn photos you take yourself, like this one here for instance, into real profit. You see, sites like Getty Images are constantly looking for dedicated photographers who would like to sell their artwork online and that way make it accessible for millions of customers from all over the world. Not for free naturally, but in exchange for a payment. Join a creative community where top brands, global media and leading advertising agencies can see your content, earn money every time they license one of your photos, videos, or illustrations, which is exactly what we're looking for, right? Because with this you will be able to actually earn money with licenses like these instead of spending money on purchasing them. How can you become a contributing photographer here on Getty Images, and what's even more important, how much can you expect to earn as such? Well, first and foremost, you will have to download the Getty Images contributor application on your smartphone. Unfortunately, it is not possible to apply via desktop currently. They only accept applications through the Contributor mobile app, which can be downloaded either from the App Store or from Google Play. Once that's done, you will be given the opportunity to submit your application. To get started, they will ask you to upload from 3 up to 6 sample photos, illustrations, or videos, for example via YouTube links. Make sure you didn't violate anyone's copyright and that you don't upload any immoral or illegal stuff if you don't want your application to fail. Their team of reviewers will review your samples and let you know via email if you have been accepted or not. If successful, they will offer you a non-exclusive agreement to get you started and send you an invitation via email to complete enrollment. Keep in mind that you will start with a non-exclusive agreement. You can apply to be exclusive later to get higher royalty rates and rewards. Speaking of royalties, how much can you expect to earn from this? Well, according to their FAQ section, depending on your contributor agreement, you will earn a royalty between 15 and 45% on each file license. Customer prices can also vary depending on the file type, product type, and intended use. This ranges from under $1 to several $100s for each license to an individual photo, video, or illustration. To get a better overview of your potential earnings, let us take a closer look at this royalty rate chart below. It clarifies a lot and explains what you may earn as a contributor when your uploaded files are licensed. According to this chart, the minimum royalty rate you can expect to get paid per download is 15% for photos and 20% for illustrations and videos. However, it is possible to get paid even royalty rates of up to 45%. In other words, you may earn from 15% of 475 euros for every download your licensed photo gets, if downloaded as a large image, which would be somewhere around $80 or $90, up to 45% of 475 euros per single download, which would be roughly around $220. Pretty awesome, I'd say. So as you can see, guys, there is quite a huge earning potential behind this. $200 from one single download of your published photo. I'll let that sink in for a moment. Take into account though that contributors usually start with non-exclusive agreements, meaning if you just have signed up as a contributor, you will most likely have to make your way from that royalty rate of 15% up to the highest one of 45% with an exclusive agreement. To reach the next higher royalty rate, it will be required from you and your published artwork to reach specific download targets, like 1050 downloads for a royalty rate of 30%, up to incredible 681,000 downloads for a royalty rate of 45%. So I guess it might turn out to be quite a challenge to reach a rate like this. It might be worth the effort though, because exclusive agreements will grant you the following benefits: higher royalty rates like 20, 30 or even up to 45% per download, which would be 3 times more than the 15% royalty rate you would get with a non-exclusive agreement. Extra creative briefs and other rewards, and the opportunity to shoot for global brands via custom content. Whether you're a non-exclusive or exclusive contributor, your files will be searchable on iStock, Getty Images, and other distribution partners in their global network, but only by specific customers, whereas you can expect your best content to become searchable by all customers on Getty Images if you're a contributor with an exclusive agreement. The difference between non-exclusive and exclusive agreements can be defined as following. A non-exclusive agreement allows you to start submitting files to Getty Images without further commitment and allows you to still submit photos, illustrations and videos to other stock agencies if you wish. You can also license your content independently. Later you can apply to become an exclusive contributor and license only through them for one or more content types: photos, videos, and illustrations. So from my stance, both agreement types have pros and cons. However, the exclusive agreement might turn out to be the more lucrative one. So guys, I think the conclusion is the following. If you're a passionate photographer and if you know how to shoot high quality photos or record videos, I'd say go for it. There's definitely a huge earning potential behind this. I mean, getting paid royalties of a few $100s per single download is definitely something you can call a lucrative deal. Just remember, you follow these guidelines when applying and submitting your sample work. Make sure your sample work has decent quality at least. Your photos and vector illustrations are in JPEG format and no larger than 3 GB. The minimum size for photos is 720 by 960 pixels and the maximum size 9000 by 9000. Sample videos should be submitted as YouTube links. Also, sample work you upload and submit will not get licensed and not made available for downloads. Once you have become a contributor, you will be given the opportunity to resubmit your sample content to be considered for licensing. And most importantly, your content must be your original work and must not infringe anyone's copyright, trademark, privacy, or intellectual property rights. So you're not allowed to upload photos, for example, of the Starbucks or Netflix logo. And that, however, should be pretty self-explanatory, I'd argue. So guys, becoming a contributor here on Getty Images comes with some serious requirements, both legal and tactical. However, in my honest opinion, if you're really passionate about photography, go for it. There is definitely a lot of money to be made if you approach this the proper way. Well, and that's all for today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, hit the like button and I'll see you guys next time.